Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation for the day. Gaudi Kabir Ji, Andhakar Sukh Kabeh na soi hai, Raja rank do mil roi hai. Jo pੈ rasna Ram na कहबो, उपजत बिन सत रोवत रहबो रहाओ। जस देखिए तरवर की छाया, प्राण गए कहु का की माया। जस जंती मह जियो समाना, मुए मर्म को खा कर जानना। हंसा सरवर काल शरीर, राम रसायन पियो रे कबीर. So in this passage, Kabir Ji speaks about the darkness of ignorance, Andhakar. Andhakar Sukh Kabeh na soi hai. There is no peace. One doesn't sleep in peace when in ignorance. Well, what he's saying is, in the dark ignorance of the ego, Andhakar, one cannot find that intrinsic well-being, Sukh kabu na soi hai. Now this intrinsic well-being is a quality of the self. It's a natural quality of the self. Sukh and dukh are both natural qualities of the self that it experiences as it enjoys the phenomena of the world. And we are looking for sukh, which is a feeling of comfort. But Kabir says, even though we are of the light in essence, it is veiled by the darkness of ignorance. And this is an affliction that is fairly universal, because Kabir says, Raja rank do mil roi hai. So it is a universal affliction, the affliction of ego, which is symbolic of darkness, ignorance. And then in the Rahao, which is the central passage, he says, Jao pe rasna Ram na कहबो, उपजत बिनसत रोवत रहबो. Jao pe. If rasna, literally the tongue, Ram na कहबो, does not say Ram, उपजत बिनसत रोवत रहबो, then you suffer from the ignorance of birthing and dying. It's an illusion. So what does he mean by Jao pe rasna Ram na kahbo? It simply means it's not to be taken literally that the tongue has to speak. Yes, the tongue has to recite. But rasna is also indicative of the intellect. The intellect has to grasp, and the mind has to realize the self. That's what is meant by Jao pe rasna Ram na कहबो, उपजत बिनसत रोवत रहबो. One stays in ignorance, which is ego, and the ignorance is illusion, the illusion of coming and going. That is the default state that we're all in. जस देखिए तरवर की छाया, प्राण गए कहो का की माया. जस देखिए, like the shadow of the tree, tarvar ki chaya. Now, the point being made is that it is temporary, transitory. So like the shadow of the tree, Paran gahe ko ka ki maya, in like manner, when the vital breath of life ceases, the world of the senses disappears. So tell me, Kabir says, who does it all belong to? Ka ki maya. जस जंती में जियो समाना मोए मरम को कहा कर जानना. Just like Jio is life, the music of life remains in the janti, the musician, the body. It's like a musical instrument giving sound as long as the musician is playing it. So as long as the self is within, the music of life plays. Moe maram ko ka kar janna. That is how the maram, the mystery of life, of what happens in death, is to be understood, meaning that the body, without the creator self within, where the creator self within, the body itself has no value, no intrinsic value. It is simply an apparatus, a gadget. Hansa sarvar kal sarir ram rasayan piyo Kabir. So Kabir says, drink the elixir of Ram Rasayan, and cure yourself of ignorance so that you recognize your intrinsic nature as the self. On that note, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.